Where's the beef? Gamer Podcast.
All right, so welcome to a brand new episode of Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast. My name is Clint Maximus.
And my name is Chris.
There you go. By the way, that took us about maybe 6-7 tries. Eventually, Chris sort of kicked in on that last bit. How you doing, buddy? Everything good?
Everything is fine. Everything is just dandy. Trying to keep my sanity.
How long have you been in self-isolation now?
I don't know. Like, I can see some mold growing.
It's quite interesting that while we're in isolation, you start noticing stuff around the house. And like, I was like looking on my balcony today and I was like noticing stuff from across the valley thinking, I've never seen that building before. I've never noticed this before. I have neighbors I didn't even know I had because they're like down. So, you know, I mean, you start noticing things.
Magic buildings pop up.
I swear, man, I'm not joking. Even my girlfriend was pointing at this. She said, did you know that there's a cliff thing here? I was like, I've never seen that cliff edge before. I swear, we're like pointing and looking at things.
Wow. Yeah. Oh my God. You know what? I started, yesterday I was so bored. Trust me. I think a lot of people are going to relate to us because I started to count the numbers of satellite dishes on and antennas on the rooftops. And I'm like, wow, we have a lot of satellite dishes.
Well, all honesty, I've gotten into a point where I'm looking outside because I've got the two balconies, one from the back of the house and one at the front of the house. So the one at the front of the house, I go out and I watch. There's a lady who owns a shop just underneath my building, and I watch her at the exact same time every day while she closes her blinds. I don't know why. I've just gotten into the habit of going out at 7, going, okay. She's closing her shop today. Let me make sure she's closing on time. It's strange. It's very strange.
Yeah. You start guessing the routines of people do.
Oh, goodness. Very goodness. Right. So today we are going to be getting into... I think we're going to get into some actual news segments because there's so many things that have happened in the world of video games, like I think over the past few days alone. I mean, I was looking at the news and there was a bunch of things that happened over the past few days. Let's talk about... Let's get into... first thing we get into is obviously the speed reduction. Sony confirmed that, of course, for PSN, especially on things like the downloads and stuff. So what's your take on that?
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense because... Imagine, like, there's a lot of people right now playing PlayStation at home. So if everyone is downloading at the same time, it would overload the servers and it crash. So it's better having a half speed or reduced speed than nothing at all.
Yeah. Is that in terms of things like just when they're downloading certain things, or is that also going to affect online gaming as well?
Well, I'm not sure if it's just downloads. Maybe here's what I think. I'm a computer engineer, so I have some idea.
Here we go. I should go fry an egg again or have a shower or something. Back in the day when we used to have dial-up.
Look, I'm gonna be brief. I swear, I'm gonna be brief.
Oh, go on.
Okay. So I think what they are doing is they are giving more resources to the real-time connections than giving to the like a queue download. So when you download something, everybody stands in a queue. They wait in turns. So if you have 100 users, they take, let's say, 100 megabytes. They go back to your router and you download that 100. When that 100 is starting to finish, you go back and get another 100. So there's like, let's say there are lines and everybody's waiting for their 100 downloads, but you don't feel it because it happens really quick. You can add people to that line. right? But what does that do? It reduces the downloads, but it gives it gives more resources for people to play online and real time. Real time, you cannot put people in queue. When you shoot and the bullet has to hit, you cannot wait for the bullet to hit, right? You need it in real time. You cannot put it in a queue. I tried to explain it in a very simple way. So, come on, tell me that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. 100%, it does make sense.
Yeah,
it really does.
because when you play online, when you shoot, the bullet has to hit. It has to give the feedback instantaneously. You don't have to wait for packages, big packs of megabytes to come to you. That's
Hence,
why
when we get lag and shit like that, and when things, exactly.
Exactly. Lag is because you're waiting in line for the data to come to you. Right?
I've just got this image of people waiting in line, getting ready to shoot someone. Is it my turn yet?
So I try to explain it in a like simplistic way. So that's why if they add more people in lines, it will give more resources for more people to have real time online gameplay.
Yeah, that's good.
Is it
what?
That makes sense?
That makes perfect sense to me. That's fine. Okay. So we've definitely established that they're going to be reducing their speeds, which is fair enough. I think every provider or company who does online, everything from Netflix, everybody's reducing their speed right now because obviously more people are at home because of COVID-19. So that's obviously the issue.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. You don't have to watch things in 4K. You can watch things in 1080. You're not gonna die over from resolutions.
come to my house. You'll be watching stuff in 240. That's it. 240 to 450 or something. I swear, man.
Here's the thing, though. None of our Lebanese people are gonna get affected by this from Netflix or whatever, because we don't even reach the half speed they're cutting right now.
Exactly. I swear. I was thinking it the other day. I was watching a TV show and it was so pixelated. I thought, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna watch it anyway. You know? Oh man.
Is that a man or a woman? I don't know. It's so blurry.
No, it's a blur. Yeah. Well, actually, still speaking about Sony, also didn't they say that COVID-19 will not be affecting the production of PS5, saying that it's still coming out this holiday season?
I'm not sure.
This is what I was reading yesterday or the day before yesterday. They said that they're still on point and they're dropping the PS5 for the holiday season. So.
Okay, so I got the link because so PS5 launch still unaffected by coronavirus pandemic. Sony says this was 2 days ago, so it's still fresh from the oven.
Fresh.
So Sony, they talked with Bloomberg. What?
Okay.
Isn't Bloomberg like a fashion thing or?
Bloomberg?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not even going to say anything because there's going to be someone who's going to write and go, you don't know what Bloomberg is? I'm not going to say anything.
No, you know what?
Isn't it some kind of a financial company or something? Is it Bloomberg?
Yeah. I was thinking about Bloomingdale.
No, Bloomberg is stock market, isn't it?
Yeah. I was thinking something else. No, because the Vogue has gaming section. Why? Really, like Vogue has they put out a lot of articles for gaming news. Like that's why, like companies, for fashion companies, why are you doing gaming news or the New York Times or the BBC or whatever? Yeah.
I think because gaming now is part of pop culture, and pop culture affects everything from news to fashion to everything now. So this is probably why they're getting into it, or they have been doing it for a while.
Yeah. So, anyways, so they're saying no, it's not gonna affect it.
I recently did a what do you call it? The Sony PlayStation sent me a questionnaire to fill out. about my thoughts about PlayStation 5, and I said that it's quite positive and this and that, and then I think a couple of days later they must have done it with so many people for them to say that they're not going to get affected by COVID-19. So they must have done the survey for a lot of people. That's obviously I was part of that as well, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but is it smart though? Because most people are right now trying to survive, just have food and pay rent.
Well, I think it's just a matter of time, man. I mean, how long is it going to last? We don't know. Is it going to last more than a couple of months? I hope not. I mean, I hope so. What I mean. It just all depends, man. And for now, everybody's got their eggs in their basket for certain stuff. Like obviously, the movie industry is going to be doing, pushing back all their big releases and only going digital. Yeah. So it just depends, man. I think we'll all find out, because if everything gets fine, people at least people start sorting their lives out. It'll happen eventually. You know what I mean? There's no way we're going to be stuck like this for like a year, 2 years. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see.
Expert says it's gonna last till January.
Till January, yeah, you'll get things happening until January. But I think they're already doing all their tests now, aren't they? They said they're all starting in April to do all their tests for all these different vaccines and I don't know, drugs and things like that. So let's see, let's hope, let's see what happens.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it. This because I read a lot, and just everybody knows vaccine is not gonna happen on it's gonna take 12 months for a vaccine to happen. So forget about that. Let's focus on getting a treatment.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Cool. Very cool. Right. What else we got today? What else we talking about? Didn't something happen with Microsoft and the new Xbox graphics source code or something? I can't remember. Was it something like that?
Yes.
This was big news. What happened there? I saw a bit about it and I was looking at it online, and I think whoever hacked it, they were asking for ransom money or something. I was reading parts of it. What's going on there?
So a hacker who claims to have GPU source code is threatening Microsoft and holding it ransom for $100 million.
He's definitely seen too much Austin Powers, this one. $100 million. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. So it says a woman. AMD, the manufacturer of the console's rumored GPU. It's not rumored. It is. The GPU is AMD. Anyways,
okay.
Was compromised when the woman stole the graphics source code for the company's Navy 10, Navy 21, and Arden GPUs. Whatever. Already leaked. Yeah, so this is a big thing, right? If they
explain to me what, because when they've stolen a source code, what does that mean? I mean, what have they essentially stolen the software of the I don't know, what is it?
Okay, so obviously, what does a console makes unique from a PC?
Right.
It's how right. You have a console that's $400 and it runs games as not as close, but what do you call, maybe 60% close from PCs that cost $1,200, because consoles are very well optimized, right? And optimization comes from software, and if that software is stolen, that is a lot of money, because that is years of work, and that software is gonna let the console be sold for a high to be successful. Because if you have the software and you just sell it to another company can use this software to make their own console using the same software. So it is it has value. It can even if PlayStation 5 has that source code, they can maybe optimize their own PlayStation to maybe reverse engineer it and have better I don't know, source for their own. Like they can, oh yeah, Xbox has weak points here. We can make PlayStation strong at that part, and looks weak on Xbox part.
Yeah. Well, just out of curiosity, how does someone even think about? Obviously, they've gone online and they've hacked it, but what would they do? Did they leave that on a laptop, on a PC? Like, I'm just gonna leave the source code here. How does someone even think about stealing that?
I think it's because there was an infected computer and the Xbox district. That's what I heard. That's what I read. That the PC was infected because the user was torrenting stuff, and the hacker got access from that infected PC, and from that PC it was connected to some server or whatever, and he was able to get source code.
You know, I can't believe that. There's no way. You're telling me that somebody from Microsoft was torrenting something in the office. There's only two things that's going to be. That's either going to be torrenting some kind of a movie or porn. That's the only two things that's going to be. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like this is the website I'm reading from. It's not very credible, so I'm not really sure about it. But the hacker got into it, right? It got into one of the computers.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. So.
Oh, I bet that guy who works at Microsoft regrets downloading that porn now. And just picture him looking at big chunky butts, I don't know, something online. Nah, this'll do. And then boom, source code's gone. Whoops.
I never. Okay, it also says segments of the code has been posted on GitHub. So.
Wow.
So it's for proof.
Oh wow, that's multi-million dollars out the window. That is already. They've already posted proof. Forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it. There's nothing they can do about that.
I never understood the point of like why people log into porn on when they are working. Like, what's the point? Why are you watching porn at work? Like, are you gonna jerk off at work while watching porn? What's the point? And it happens. When I started like 7 years ago, 6 years ago.
Oh my god! When you were saying this is what happens when I started working about 7 years ago. I was downloading porn. I thought that's what you were gonna say.
No, what the fuck? I used to work as an IT for a company, and I don't spend the whole day looking at logs, but one of the computers got infected and I was checking the logs, and this guy watches porn all the time at work. Like, why?
That's so funny. Yeah, you know, Charles, this is the 4th time you've been to the bathroom in the past hour. Yeah, you know, I've got a very weak bladder. Diabetes is playing up. I gotta go again. Okay.
What's the point, really? Like, what's the point?
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. So it's safe to say that Microsoft obviously just not having a good time right now.
No. Yes, very sad.
That is incredibly sad.
They are drying their tears with their billions.
Yeah, with like $100 bills. This is so sad. They'll be all right. They'll get through it.
$100 million is like a dollar bill for them.
My goodness. Let's also. Hey, go on.
Yeah, it's not like the issue of them paying the money. The issue is if they pay the money, that will give a lot of hackers incentive to attack their company more. They get more hack. Oh yeah, he got paid, so maybe let me try my luck.
Yeah, and not just that. I mean, what's the chances of them actually paying, and then they might get the money and then still have a copy or release it later. You know what I mean? You never know.
Yeah, exactly. Could have made a copy easily.
Let's talk about Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch is completely sold out worldwide, from what I was reading, which is pretty crazy.
Yes, it's like apparently everybody like bought a Nintendo Switch because they know they're gonna get quarantined. Yeah.
Well, actually, I had a friend here who told me the same thing. He said, "Dude, I need to get a Nintendo Switch." I'm like, why? He says, "I've been home for like 2 weeks, and he wants to play something, so he ordered like a Nintendo Switch from a place here, and he got it. So I said you're lucky because right now globally you can't find them.
Yeah, and don't forget, Animal Crossing just came out. Animal Crossing New Horizon, and that game is like it came out at the perfect time because that is a game made for quarantine times. It's made for quarantine times. Like it's you build life. You start with a tent. You start collecting wood, stone, clay, whatever. You start socializing. You build houses. You build stuff. So it's a very tedious and grind game, but it's such a good time right now.
Did you start playing it yet or no?
I did, and 6 hours later, I'm like, wow, I'm still playing this.
Not realizing. My sister's been addicted to this game, by the way. She's telling me to get it so she can visit my island or something. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you can, like, when you start off, everybody gets an island. You pick your island, and you can name your island. And once you've done a couple of upgrades, you can start visiting your friends' islands, or they can visit yours.
Wow, that sounds kind of cool. I definitely want to try it because I think I must have maybe played it on. Was it on 3DS or DS years ago?
3DS, yes. It's called New Leaf.
Yes, I played a little bit. I think a friend of mine had a 3DS, and I remember playing it a little bit then, and I thought it was cool. So definitely might look into getting that at some point.
Yeah, if you're gonna wait for a sale, it's never gonna happen.
Nintendo don't. They barely ever go on sale. Nintendo, very rarely.
Yes, no, they do go on sale. Like a lot of third-party games, they go on sale a lot, but Nintendo games barely. Yeah. And if it's gonna go on sale, they reduce for like $10 or $5. Right.
Well, I've been looking for a physical copy of 1-2 Switch because I know it was like one of the launch titles of Switch when it first came out. Yes. So you know what I mean? Because I got it given to me as I think it was a birthday gift, and I got Legend of Zelda as well given to me. I got this on release date, and me and my girlfriend, we were looking for 1-2 Switch for so long. And even till now, we go into like a secondhand shop. Like, for example, I was in the UK a few weeks back, and it's still expensive to buy. Even used, it's still expensive to buy. And that's a lot of the Switch games as well, especially the actual Nintendo ones.
Yeah. Because it's a Nintendo, whatchamacallit, everything that Nintendo makes, all Nintendo games are always expensive, even used ones. Like if you'd go on Amazon and check Breath of the Wild, Amazon.
Like I'm Amazon as well, since you're doing it.
I'm just gonna check. Oh my God, this guy. Can you listen?
What is that? What is that?
It's honking. It's always the worst times. Always the worst times.
What is that? What is that? There's someone honking a horn outside?
Yeah. Okay, look at this. Oh my God, this is 1 second.
Oh, the joys of living in the Middle East. People in Europe, people don't get that at all. Did he go? Did he disappear?
Yeah, I closed my windows.
You closed all your windows. Good.
Oh my God.
That's me now.
Look at this. Used. Very good. Used. $60. You used like the new $67. What? What is it?
Wow.
I think we cannot. No, prices cannot be correct right now because we're in the quarantine and everybody's taking advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Well, mind you, don't forget, Zelda did come out on Wii U as well. Did you ever play the Wii U version?
Why would I?
All right, leave the Wii U alone. The Wii U wasn't a bad machine, by the way.
I'm not saying it's a bad
games.
machine, but I'm saying like I bought the Switch at lunch. Why would I buy the game on the Wii U?
No, I tried it. I'm not saying that I had it, but I tried it. It was a good port, by the way. It was a very good version of it.
Because it was originally finished and released for the Wii U. Then they ported it on the Switch, but they waited on purpose so it would sell more because it comes out with Zelda.
Yeah. Well, I think that was one of the main reasons why I got my Switch. That was one of the main reasons I was like dying to get it because I wanted Zelda. It's like I gotta play Zelda. Yeah.
Right. Imagine if they pushed Final Fantasy VII. Imagine it's not gonna happen because it's already out and physical copies are on the streets. But imagine Final Fantasy VII is now pushed back and exclusive for PlayStation 5. What would you have done?
That's a tough one because I think that Final Fantasy VII would have come out on PS4 first anyway.
It's not coming out on PS4 anymore. It's
just coming out on PS. Then you wait for the PS5 and you buy it on release date.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what happened with Zelda.
Yeah. It was wow. I think nobody saw me for like maybe 2 weeks. Literally, I isolated myself. Even my girlfriend didn't see me. Family didn't hear from me. People thought I was dead. People were like, knocking on the door. Is he alive? Is he fine? I'm like, no, I'm playing Zelda. Boom! That's what happened. Nobody saw me.
Because the last proper Zelda game was Zelda Skyward Sword on the Wii.
On Wii, yes. Yeah.
I mean, we did have Zelda after that, but they were like remakes or reimaginations with like Zelda Link Between Two Worlds. Link Between Two Worlds is basically Zelda, Zelda Between Worlds. It's, I forgot what is it called.
Which one? Link to the Past?
Link to the Past, thank you.
Yes.
So it's basically that, but, just reimagining of it. So a proper new Zelda. Wow! Since how old is Skyward? Zelda Skyward Sword. How old is it?
Must be over 10 years.
2011. Wow!
Wow! Bloody hell, more! That's crazy. That's insane.
So people waited for a new proper 6 years, right? 6 years.
Wow! That's insane. That's
really
insane. Mind you, we are getting excited. I mean, Breath of the Wild 2 is in production, so obviously they've just taken what they know and just really sort of improving on it. So that'll be quite interesting when that comes out.
Yes. The problem is I don't think I can go back like the old Zelda how the old Zelda worked. I just can't go.
Yeah.
Because like the freedom of the Breath of the Wild is just so good.
Oh,
I cannot go back how it used to be. I'm not saying the old games are bad, but,
Nice. Well, let's get on, since we're still talking about Nintendo, let's get on to Nintendo Direct. I mean, because they had one like, when was it? A few days ago or last week? When was that?
Yes, it was... doesn't matter when it was.
It was...
3 days ago. 3 days ago.
3 days ago, yeah.
So on March 26th, because people don't know when we record.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that was sort of like, we knew it was coming, there was rumors about it, and then they just kind of dropped it out of nowhere, pretty much,
Yeah, like it was out of nowhere, like mini direct? Wow.
I love the voiceover that comes in. Hey, welcome to Nintendo Direct. If you know your Nintendo games, you can go online now. I love the guy who voices that. It's like, I mean, like purebred American.
or when he's trying to be enthusiastic with Pokemon, like.
You do realize that the guy who's voicing it has no idea what he's talking about. He's just been given a script. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Voice this. Okay, let's do this. Hey ho. Hey ho. That's literally the voice of Nintendo Direct. That's it. Hey ho, party people. You can buy it now online. It's like, ooh, I gotta go online and buy it. You know what I mean?
Charmander, dual fire attack. He is Charmander, the the cute lizard red Pokemon.
Oh my goodness! I think one of the nice, there was two things that caught my eye during that direct was the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Because I'm a fan of Xenoblade. I love that they're bringing that back. There was the demo of is it something default? What was it called? The second one.
Bravely
Default. Yeah.
2. So
I didn't play the demo
get
yet.
Into it. Let's get into. They announced Xenoblade. Not they announced. It was they announced the release date of Xenoblade Chronicles, the Definitive Edition. This was originally released on 3DS. The release date is on May 29th. So
nice.
This game
yeah.
is so good, but they have the worst voice actors ever. The worst voice acting ever. Like
you
the
know,
English.
I
I'm
like
talking
that
about
though. This is what I live for. I love things like that. You know, like B movies, crappy production, but when it comes to voice acting, because this is something that I do for a living as well, I embrace it. I love it. I wish they hired me to voice those voices because I do them so well.
You can't do crappy voice acting.
Oh, I 100%. I don't even have to try. It'll come out perfect. I guarantee. Nintendo will hire me for every job they have.
Can you do Mario?
Mario is like, it's me, Mario. Oh,
it's a me, Mario.
No, you don't do it. You sound like an Armenian Mario.
Fuck off, man.
I just got this image of Armenian Mario, very hairy, eating a shawarma or something. I don't know, or shizuk.
Fuck
you know
off.
what I mean? Oh goodness! So anyway, you were talking about Xenoblade with, and what else caught your eye in that that direct?
Bioshock. Bioshock is coming out. Bioshock.
Yeah. Is it all of them? The whole collection as well?
No, just 1, 2, not 3.
Just 1 and 2, yeah.
Yeah. Why they don't release Infinite? Like, it doesn't make sense. Why
Are you sure?
do that? Yeah.
Switch Bioshock. Let me have a look because I got them on when the collection came out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox. I think I got it on Xbox, where you get all of them, right? Yeah, the actual collection.
Bioshock Definitive Edition, something like that. Which one is it? Bioshock the collection. All right. So it has which games it has? Bioshock Remake Collection, Remastered, blah 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 blah.
It's asking me for my birthday. I have to type in my bloody birthday now.
Oh no, there is Bioshock Infinite.
Very good. That's good because that's the best one. I love that one so much.
It is the best one.
I love that one so much. Don't get me wrong. I adored the first one. The second one was good, but it was like a revisit, obviously, because you're underwater. But when that Infinite one came out, it was wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I was hooked on that one. That was so good.
Probably we're not gonna buy it because
we've already got it. Yeah.
Yeah. And something else. What is it called? What's this game called? XCOM 2.
XCOM 2, yeah, they announced that as well. Although I've never really been a fan.
XCOM 2. Yeah, me neither.
I'm not really a fan of. I've played it a little bit, maybe. It's just not my thing, I think.
Yeah, me neither. I know it's good. Like I see like the what do you call, like why people like it, the tactical, it's a TRPG game.
Yeah.
I see the appeal to it, but it's not for me. It's not.
Nah, not for me either.
Yeah, I do like the Borderlands also. Borderlands the collection, so it's 1, 2, and the prequel, not 3. 3 is
3 is just literally come out now, isn't it? As well.
I don't know how long was it.
Like it wasn't that long ago, the third one, yeah, because I remember getting a bit excited for it. And the funny thing is, I didn't get it when it came out. I was excited for it because I like 1 and 2. And then when it came out, I didn't buy it. So I was like, okay, I just haven't got around to getting it yet.
I mean, the game is quite boring to play alone, in all honesty.
Yeah.
If you're with friends, like a group of friends, like a group, like 2 or 3 or 4 people, it's so much fun. But playing it alone, it's kind of boring because, yeah, it is. It is like Diablo. I love Diablo, but playing alone Diablo is boring.
Yeah, I get you, yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's like
also...
playing an MMORPG alone. It's boring.
They also did they've got some DLCs coming out for Smash Bros. As well, Ultimate.
Yeah, the character from ARMS, apparently.
I didn't even play ARMS. That was another game that sort of swished me by. I didn't even, I don't know. It didn't appeal to me, ARMS, for some reason.
DLC for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Yep.
Care. Shinsekai. I butchered that name. Shinsekai.
You definitely butchered it. Yeah.
Into the Depths. It's out now. The deep sea side-scrolling adventure lets you explore strange worlds under the waves.
This is something that I'm interested in seeing, actually. This is something that I wouldn't mind checking. It looks really interesting.
Does it? Let me see if there's some gameplay to it.
It's kind of like a 3D side-scroller kind of thing, like kind of like one of those Metro. I'm sure it's one of those Metroidvania-style games. That's what it looks like to me, because I dig those a lot.
Okay, right. It does look like animation-wise, it looks good. I don't know. Like I'll check more some gameplays and reviews.
Nice. Well, definitely, if you get hold of that, let me know because I'm interested in that.
Yeah. All right. So, Animal Crossing New Horizon updates mark the season. Okay. The villagers of Animal Crossing New Horizon will greet their first seasonal event. Okay. It's the Easter one.
Okay.
You have, you get like you can make chairs out of eggs and yeah, right. Like she's making chairs out of eggs. She's sitting on an egg, which is weird. You can find eggs and like craft stuff with eggs. That's cool. So what else now? Okay, it's called Good Job. The game is called
I was just
Good Job.
looking at that. That's basically a game where you're working in a factory or something and you have to like move boxes, and I saw gameplay of this. It looked interesting, but do I really want to play a game where I'm just sort of like basically doing an old job that I used to have years ago? You know what I mean? Do I really want to pack things and move things around? Although you can do original things with the gameplay, like catapult your cargo and stuff like that. But I guess I gotta try it. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, you can like check gameplays. I'm pretty sure people buy it and post it on YouTube. Catherine Full Body. It's the Catherine game, just like the expanded version on the Switch. If you guys don't know, Catherine game is like the weirdest. Like it's the guys who did Persona Atlas, and it's the weirdest puzzle game.
Played a bit of that.
Like your girlfriend is jealous from you, and she wants to kill you, and you have to go into her dreams. And
he's got like horns and stuff. He's running around in his underpants.
But because he cheated on her or something like that.
Nice.
Turns out that Catherine is the daughter of the devil, and you have to make at the ending you have to like make a decision if you want to marry the daughter's devil or whatever. It's so weird. It's Japanese.
Anyone who's not played it, Chris has just ruined the ending for you. I apologize.
It's such an old game. Like, who cares?
Well, that's the thing about Nintendo, is that a lot of these old games, they're coming back. It's nice, but a lot of them I wouldn't spend money on them again. Because I've played, you know what I mean? It's like they're hashtagging so many of the old stuff. I want to see new stuff.
Exactly. Port in new stuff. Bring Doom on Switch. I would play Doom on Switch, like the new one.
Yeah, Doom Eternal. Yeah, I didn't play that yet.
Yeah. Ring Fit something update for it. It's the like the donut one where you do sports.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My goodness.
King Bounty. They're re-releasing at the end. It's like a remaster thing. Never played it, so I have no idea about. Here's the thing: I want to talk about Bravely Default 2. It's weird, because this is not the second game. There's already out a second game on 3DS. It's called Bravely Default Second Layer.
Okay.
Yeah, there's Bravely Default. There's Bravely Default Second Layer, and now Bravely Default 2. Maybe it makes sense in a way because Bravely Default Second Layer, it's more like a continuation story or the expansion story of the first one.
Yeah.
So
Well, I've not played any of them, so I don't know. This is why I was looking into. It looked interesting when I was looking at the trailer, and plus,
Yeah.
I like this whole kind of anime style. I like these kind of anime style video games, so I'm interested. I'm interested to see how it goes.
So this game, I wish it was out right now because it's the perfect game, all right, to play right now in quarantine. It's called sorry, I'm just trying Clubhouse Clubhouse games. There's 51 classic games. You know, like there's air hockey on it. There's backgammon. There's chess.
I saw this.
Right?
Yeah.
There's ping pong on it. There's all of these mini fun games you can play with your family, which is so good to buy right now because yesterday I've been playing bowling with my mom, and this game has bowling inside, right? So, oh my god, I wish it was out right now. I wish I would have bought it right now. It's $40 and has all of these amazing mini games. You can play with your mom, you can play with your dad, you can play with your brothers. And it's a board game. You can play with your family because your family doesn't have to like video games to play this.
Yeah, which is true because my father would never play a video game with me. He'd just look at me and go, no.
Yeah, but he would play chess against you, right?
Yeah, I mean, something that he knows exactly. Yeah.
Checkers or whatever. Checkers.
Sounds
so
good.
yeah, I wish it was out right now. It's coming out at June 5, so we'll probably be dead by then.
Anything else you want to mention about Nintendo before we get into our next topic?
I just wanna they also talked about some DLC from the Pokemon. And the last game I wanna mention because I used to like this game a lot as a kid. It's called Star Wars Racer. Oh my god, I love this game. I used to love this game as a kid.
Yeah, that was an old one. Yeah.
Like, do you know Phantom Menace when the kid does the pod racing?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they made the whole game just about pod racing. You can upgrade your pod, like the engines and...
Isn't there another Star Wars game that came out as well during the actual direct, which was Academy something? Was it Jedi Academy or something like that?
Yeah. I never heard of it. I don't know what is it.
I love it. No, I don't know. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many Star Wars games. I haven't kept up with all of them.
Actually, I loved Star Wars Fallen Order.
Oh,
awesome.
So good.
What a good game that was. So good.
I platinumed it.
This is if anyone who's listening right now, Chris is the kind of guy who loves to platinum games. I don't have the time. I refuse to grind through all that.
Because you're so busy these days, right? Knitting your sweater.
Hey, it takes time to knit a sweater, my friend. It takes dedication and hours. You know, getting the cross threads and everything, and doing the different. It takes time. Don't take the mic. Right, let's get into our next thing today. I want to talk. There's two things before we get into the final parts. Did you try the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo yet?
Yeah, come on. What? You know I did.
Well, this is why I'm asking. It's good content. Really? You tried it? Wow, you know?
But because here's the thing, we agreed to record on 7, and I sent Clint a picture of me playing Final Fantasy 7 demo. I'm like, I'm almost done. You know this section. He saw the time, what do you call the countdown, so he knows where I am. So.
Oh, that's good. But what did you think of it? Seriously, I mean, the first thing that caught my eye, obviously, is just how good it looks. I love the fact that they've remade all the classic music from the because I'm such a fan of. This is when I got my PlayStation 1, I got it for Final Fantasy 7 because I was such a fan from the old Nintendo days. So hearing all those classic songs remade gave me goosebumps. I was like, oh my God, I was over the moon with it when I started playing it.
Yeah, I almost wet my pants.
You probably did wet your pants. And also, what did you think of gameplay? By the way, I thought gameplay was really good.
Honest opinion. When I first I was playing it, I'm like, seems kind of easy. This game's kind of like hack and slashy. It's so like boring. But when I reached the boss, I'm like, wow, no, this is actually hard. Like I cannot keep up because I always have to. Because the AT bar always fills up, and they don't use it automatically, and I have to use the AT bar the correct. Like I have to use it for spells, so I can stagger the monster. So I have to always be attentive what's going on. I have to dodge. I have to block. You have to block. You cannot just take damage all the time
you have
because you'll die really, really fast. It's not like the what do you call the original one. So you have to be very attentive. You have to be very fast. And here's the thing, right? You cannot use spells whenever you want. You cannot use items whenever you want. It's not like Final Fantasy 15 where you can just
use
spells. No, sorry, not spells. Sorry. Let me feel. Items, potions. You can't just use potions whenever you want.
No. You've got to wait for your gauge to fill.
Exactly. You have to wait your gauge. So it's not like Final Fantasy 15. It's more like the 13 one, and so you have to wait your gauge to fill, which is really good because because it's not because I thought it was just hack and slash, but we were just killing the mobs that grinds us levels. It's not the actual place where you have to use actual RPG tactics, which are the boss fights. And I'm like, oh, this is hard. After the boss fight, I came to a section where there was these whatchamacallit, the guys with the crab hands. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I forgot what they called.
I don't know what they're called, but go on.
They were giving me a lot of hard time because at the same time, at the top level, they were the turrets. They keep targeting Cloud, and I keep getting staggered, which I cannot do my ability against the crab guys. So I was having a lot of tough time, and because of that, I loved it. It's so good. Trust me. I know there's these guys. When I was a kid, this is how I used to play Final Fantasy 7. I don't like change because I'm an older man. Come on, dude. Seriously, it's good.
Are you talking to me when you're saying that? By the way, because I get the impression that you're looking right at the camera. Like, yes, I'm talking to you, Clint. I'm talking to you. No, I embraced it. I really embraced it when I started playing. Obviously, because of the nostalgia of playing Final Fantasy 7 like that was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I was shocked with what they have done. And then when the gameplay came in, I like the fact that, one, it is hack and slash because I'm such a fan of that genre anyway. You know what I mean? I love the hack and slash, the hack and slash elements. But with that gauge, there's one thing that I really, really liked was your special abilities. Like, because in Final Fantasy, you had to build that up, as you're progressing through the game, and then your special ability will your bar would flash like pink and yellow, and like you can use it now.
Your limit breaker, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like everything goes into slow motion when you're picking one, and I loved it. I love the fact, and things are still moving around you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Everything
yeah, yeah.
slows down, and while you're trying to decide, okay, do I use that? Do I use this? I loved it, and I've really got high hopes for this game now. After that demo, it's like they've really taken into consideration the old and the new with both, and I think this is what they've really done. I think they've done well with that, and I'm sure it's going to be off the hook.
because it's not just like, you cannot say it hack and slash because it is tactical, because when you have because we have the gauge, right? When you have the gauge, should I use it right now to heal up, or should I take the risk and maybe stagger the enemy? Because when he
Exactly.
gets staggered, right? So what should I do? If I heal him, if I heal him, he keeps gonna damage me. If it's gonna take more time, and I'm gonna run out of potions eventually if I keep doing this tactic. So
Well, that was the thing about Final Fantasy VII in the old days. That's how you would think, because you had time with that bar. You know what I mean? So that's what I like. They've kept that while giving it a new spin, which is brilliant. It's brilliant.
Yes.
Nice. Right, we don't have too much time left, so let's get into... You want to talk about, is it a lot of the Sony games being ported to PC?
Yes.
What's going on there?
So here's the thing. Like, when you go to the God of War website, there's the badge where it says only on PlayStation, and that badge is gone, which makes me think, is it coming to PC?
Okay. I'm having a look now. I am having a look.
Yeah, so is it coming to PC? Which is, do you think PlayStation exclusives or exclusive in general coming to PC a good idea?
Well, I like... Well, I mean, it's the same with a lot of... Like, for example, I mean, you could say the same thing about Xbox right now, because Xbox, obviously, they have that deal with Nintendo, so they're sort of bringing their games after a year, 2 years, or whatever. I think PlayStation are obviously doing the same thing with PC. And in one way, I like the idea, because I like the whole idea of the mods and things like that, and the fun things that you can do on a PC, especially with different games. But also, it kind of takes away that whole exclusivity vibe as well, you know what I mean? Because that's one of the main reasons why I have a PlayStation, you know what I mean? Because I want to play God of War, I want to play Death Stranding, Horizon Zero Dawn, etc., etc. So I don't know. I think it's good and bad. I know that's not the answer you're looking for, but that's the only way I can put it.
Yeah, for me, I think it's very bad. Hear me out, because people are saying, like, for example, Horizon Zero Dawn. The developers were saying, "Oh, it's such a bad thing for more people play our games on PC." Of course, the developer is gonna say that, because he wants more people to play his game. He wants more people to... Yeah. But for me, as a consumer, I don't want that, because the whole reason I bought the PlayStation, because I know I'm gonna play God of War on it. I cannot play it on my PC. I cannot play Horizon on my PC, or other exclusive Jack and Daxter, or Ratchet and Clank, or the other million exclusive games. If all of them, let's say the important one, if Last of Us is available on PC, in all honesty, I would play it on PC, because with PC I can get better graphics, better frames. I can upgrade my PC whenever I want, so I'm not stuck with the same hardware for 7 years. People say, "Oh yeah, maybe because people like consoles because of the simplicity and don't have to build a PC." You don't have to build a PC either. There's lots of companies that offer already built PC for free. Origins PC, you can just it's built. It just comes to you. It just comes to you done. All you have to do is plug the power, right? That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
That's it. So, and plus, online is free. On PC, online is free. Like, that's more. That is more. What do you call it? I would like to play online for free, right? Why would I go on PlayStation so I can pay $60 every year, or I can play on PC, which is free, right? It's an easier choice to go on PC. Sure, it might not cost $500. It might cost me $800, but for $800, I'm gonna get Xbox exclusive, because all Xbox exclusive are now on PC, right? And all PlayStation exclusive on PC. What's the point? Give me one reason for me to play on PC. You can say, well, I have friends on PC who I can play online. Well, to tell you, there's now cross connection. I'm playing with my friends Call of Duty, and they're on PC, and I'm on console.
Yeah. Well, 100%. I agree with that. Yeah.
Fortnite, I can play with my friends Fortnite. So again, why would I buy a PlayStation?
Yeah, but then again, I think a lot of it comes down to people's fundings and how much money they have. Because I mean, if you're on top of the line PC, what you're going to spend at least a couple of grand on something. Epic,
you don't have to. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to. Like, you don't have to pay a couple of grand. You can pay. Let's say console costs $500. You can pay, for example, $700, $200 extra, and would get better performance.
Yeah, I suppose. But I still think, because, I mean, in this day and age, people count their pennies, man. I mean, we were talking about this with Xbox and PlayStation when they come out eventually. The difference of how much if one is $50 more, which will, surpass its sales because it's $50 cheaper. I think that comes down to the whole thing with PC as well, because PC gaming is expensive. I remember I got into it years ago. And I was spending a fortune on graphic cards every year, every 2 years, and this and that. Just to get the specs up for the games and make them look good.
That was years ago, not right now.
Yeah, right, I know what you mean, but this is what I'm talking about years ago. But then when obviously I've still got on my consoles, because at that point I was working, I was doing well, so I was getting everything. But this is one of the reasons why I stopped PC gaming, because it just got so expensive at one point.
Yeah, but don't forget, like. First of all, Steam sales. Steam sales take a piss on all of the.
Oh yeah, I love Steam.
Sales.
Steam, I think, is fucking brilliant. By the way, Steam's good. Steam is very good. Yeah. Well, actually, I buy a lot of games on Steam, because it's half the price as if you were going to buy it on PlayStation Network or on Xbox on Xbox Live or whatever they call it, or the Xbox Store.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's why there's a lot of games I've bought on PC, because they're 10 times cheaper.
Exactly, and a lot of people might say, "Well, I like to play my games on a couch and a TV." Okay, say you can say, "I want to hook up my PC on the television." They'll say, "Yeah, but I have to carry it and whatever." I understand. No. They do make a good point. Like, you don't want to like carry the PC every time in the living room. But right now there's so many solutions. The first solution is called Steam Link. All you have to do is, you have an Android box. All you have to do, if you need an Android box, some TVs even come with Steam Link. All you have to do is link to your Steam account, and it streams from your PC to your TV locally. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not from the internet, from your PC. It's like you hooked it up on your PC, on your TV to your PC, like Chromecast. You know Chromecast?
Yeah, of course.
It's like Chromecasting. So
that's nice.
There you go.
That's nice. No, it's cool. What about you? If I'm playing on PC, I'm playing on laptop these days, so I literally just hook it up with an HDMI, and that's it. It's done. It takes 2 seconds.
Okay. That's why I also don't forget, it's a PC. And PC, the PC is not just for gaming. Browsing internet, the video editing, music production.
Yeah, I do music production all the time. That's why I've got such a decent PC. Yeah.
Don't forget, having a gaming PC, it means you have a very decent spec. Having decent spec doesn't mean it means you can render your videos faster. You can do music production faster. You can do all of your editing faster. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a good idea to bring exclusive to PCs. It's not, because to be honest, I won't see myself buying a console. I will buy PlayStation 5 this generation, but the next, if everything is gonna come into PC, I would stop buying PlayStation.
Yeah, mind you, a lot of those games, there'll be a gap of a year and a half though before they release those games, or usually it's like a year, isn't it?
Yeah, but so what?
Well, you can play it right now, or you're gonna wait a year. Which one would you do?
I can wait a year.
You wouldn't wait a year. I know you too well. All
Depends
right, here we
on
go.
the game.
Final Fantasy 7 Remake comes out on PC, but you've got to wait 1 year, would you?
I would play PlayStation now on the PC.
Oh, nice. Let's finish off with our beef today because time is running out. What's your beef for this week?
My beef for this week is PlayStation downloads. It's the weirdest thing. Every time I update, I was updating this game, right? And it says 60 gigabytes. What? How is it 60 gigabytes? Am I downloading a second game? And I looked up on the internet and it's like, no, it's only 5 gig. And I had to delete it and re-download it. And I did it for 5 times for it to work. And it said, oh no, it's 5 gigs right now. It's weird. Yeah, a lot of people.
I've had a lot of problems with that, yeah. Especially with Call of Duty. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people, they just re-download the whole 60 gigs, which you don't have to. Always, whenever you get a patch download, Google the patch number and say the file size for PS4 so you would know if you're downloading the correct number or not. Because yeah.
I like that beef. Yeah, I'm always having one thing I don't like about as well with the downloads is like you can't schedule them on PlayStation either because there's certain times when you have like unlimited in the house. It'd be so much easier if you could schedule it, you know what I mean, than actually physically going onto the PlayStation. Luckily, I'm using the phone as well, but still, it's like, it's a pain in the ass, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What I do usually is the unlimited download starts at 11, right? So I turn on my PlayStation at 11, and there's a feature where you can turn off your PS4 after 5 hours of doing nothing. So if you go to the power section, turn off suspend applications you put on your games and not suspended mode. What is it called? Rest mode, something like that. Yeah. Turn off rest mode, and turn off the PS4 after 5 hours of doing nothing. An activity, so the PS4 will turn off after 5 hours. But the problem is, my unlimited is from 11 to 7. For me, I would lose 2 hours from downloads. Yeah. So.
Wake up at 7, man. Switch it off.
No, because
I love it. You were like, are you insane?
No. If I turned it on the PS4 at 11 and it started to download, it would turn off after 5 hours. After 5 hours, that's 4 a.m. Yeah. My unlimited stops at 7 a.m. So I lose 2 hours of download.
Then just put it in, because I just leave mine, I put it in sleep mode and it goes, and that's it. And when I wake up, because I used to wake up at 5 a.m. to go to work, I check it and everything is still going, and I just switch it off. Okay,
so because you wake up early. I don't wake up early.
Would you like to hear my beef today?
Yes.
Thing is, when I do my beef, you're gonna absolutely hate me.
Okay, I do hate you, but sure.
Okay, my beef is with Dark Souls style games. Now, before I get into this, don't get me wrong, I do like some of them. I do enjoy at times some of them, but my beef is that sometimes they're too fucking hard and they just become tedious and boring as fuck.
Because you're a little bitch, that's why.
I'm sorry, I don't find it fun dying in the same place over and over again, trying to figure out how to kill this fucking boss. And then when you eventually figure something out, another bunch of 10, 15 dudes jump out of nowhere and attack you, and I hate it. I can't stand it.
How can you not get good at the game? I just don't understand. Like, practice makes perfect. And it's like some people play it so long and they still suck. How?
The fact that you use the word repetition is what pisses me off. the fact that you're going back to the same spot to go fight again, man, I hate it. I can't stand it. Now, don't get me wrong. I said because there's some games that I do love, by the way. There's some that I genuinely enjoyed. But there's just times where I just do not find them in, it just becomes so tedious to the point where I want to pick up the console and throw it out the fucking window.
Look, from all my years of playing Dark Souls, I want to tell you something. Dark Souls was very difficult for me to learn, but here's the thing. Dark Souls is not hard. It's not. Dark Souls, it's a way of learning something new that your mind isn't used to it, because you're used to specific mechanics that your brain, muscle memory, or your hand memory is used to. Because if you see a specific hack or a slash or a move, you are used to or behave to do something like something different. But because Dark Souls has such a new mechanic, it was like a new mechanic at the day, it was so hard for people to learn. Now, after a lot of practice, you rearrange your muscle memory for Dark Souls type of game, and it just becomes easier. For me, Dark Souls 2 was a lot easier for me, Dark Souls 1. And Dark Souls 3 was a lot more easier. Even Bloodborne and Neo 2, Neo 2 did give me a bit of difficulty at first, but because I know there's a vibe to it. Once you click on the vibe of the game, and that's it. You're good to go. Yes, it is difficult. I'm not saying it's not difficult, but it doesn't come to a point where I'm stuck and I cannot advance because I've been doing this boss for 10 hours.
Already, man, when you say... I don't know. As I said before, don't get me wrong. I do like a lot of these games. Like, I adored Bloodborne. I loved it. Bloodborne I thought was fantastic because I think it had a bit of leniency to its actual gameplay. Like, there's parts there where it was easier than I thought it would be. But then there's just times when I'm just, oh, fuck this. You know what I mean? I can't do this anymore. And it just doesn't become fun.
I don't know what to say. Like I love these type of games. A lot of people found what is it called? Well, what's the last game they made? Oh my god, Sekiro. A lot of people found Sekiro difficult, and I'm like, it's so easy. Why are people like I don't understand. Like people, because once I learned how to play Sekiro, I was so good at it. Like.
Yeah,
it's so easy. I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's because maybe I spent like 60 hours of practicing the game.
Oh, good. Right, I think we are gonna leave it from there. Is there any final thing you want to mention? Also, give a shout out for our socials.
Yeah, no, just shout out for our socials.
All right, well, definitely, because we opened up a new Instagram page, which we're going to start updating over the next few weeks and stuff. So, which is Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast on Instagram. You can find us on there. We'll start doing stories and different posts over the coming weeks. And every time we have an episode, we'll put clips of it on there as well, which is pretty cool. And if anybody wants to find you on Instagram or socials, where can they find you, Chris?
At Taporian. That's Porrian.
All right. Easy.
Same
and definitely.
Twitter.
Yeah. No, and on Twitter as well, yeah? All right, cool.
Yeah.
And definitely just have a Google for me, Clint Maximus. You can find me pretty much everywhere. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, everything. Dead easy to find. So there's only one. There's only me. That's it. Cool. Well, Chris, thank you. Yeah.
Everywhere, even behind your mom's closet.
Your mom's closet, porno sites, you name it. Just type my name in, you'll find me. Dead easy. Nice one. Well, Chris, have a good one, mate, and I will see you next week. And any game recommendation for someone to play if they're in quarantine, not doing anything right now? What game do you recommend for someone?
Oh my god, you just put me on spot. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Odyssey?
That's
yes.
It. Yes.
You know, I haven't finished. Did you platinum that yet or no?
No.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And my recommendation, if you're playing Switch, I'm playing a lot of Astral Chain right now, which is still one of my favorite Switch games for a long time. Definitely check it out because it's awesome. I'm replaying it. It's very, very good. Cool. Chris, take care, buddy.
Yes.
I'll see you next week, okay?
All right. Goodbye.